Hello everyone, my name is Teacher Lena and welcome to my channel. In this video, I would like to talk about the Qkids platform. So Qkids has a wonderful platform, but it does have a lot of details that can be a little tricky to maneuver and to learn your way around. So in this video, I just want to go through some of the things that you can find on the platform, and especially in the room when you're actually teaching. I want to go over some of the buttons and features so that you can study and practice and or just kind of keep seeing over and over again, so that that can help you to know, like, when you're in the classroom, where the volume is, or where the student mute button is and stuff like that, so that as you keep looking at these things, it'll become more ingrained in your mind, so that when you're actually in the classroom, then you will be able to remember these things better, because it can be a little bit overwhelming at first, just all these little things that you have to remember and know, and then there's 4 students in the classroom and you're having to juggle everything. So you really want to practice and become familiar as possible, so that you can be more relaxed and more at ease, especially when you go into your demos and mock classes with your interviewers. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is the platform. Once you sign on, this is what you will see when you first get onto the Qkids platform. This is the calendar here. You drop down the calendar box and you select the date, and then these are my classes for today. So they give you what each class has in it and teacher notes, so things that you need to focus on in the classroom, and sentence structures or questions or words. It's very helpful. And then you can see all of the students who are going to be in your class that day. Then here in the corner is where you will sign on to your class. But before you do, you should check all of your devices. So this is where you would do that. You can check your network, check your audio, make sure you have selected your microphone and your speaker, check your camera. Right now I have my Manicam on, but if I drop down, I can choose a Logitech or another camera there. So that all looks good. So then you go into the classroom. Make sure you give yourself plenty of time to go into your classroom, because if there is an update being done to the computer or to the classroom, it will take some time for your computer to catch up. So give yourself plenty of time so you don't miss that class. Okay, so in the classroom, you first have this page that will give you kind of a brief overview of what the class will be, just some key points, and then it will stay here until 2 minutes before the class starts. You can always press for it to leave or to open up, so that you can start saying hello to your students if you want to greet them a little bit earlier than the 2-minute mark. And then when you're here, you can have access to the text board. This is the text board that you can write anything on the screen that you'd like. You can also use markers, different colors, to draw anything that you'd like in this room or in any other page of the lesson. And then if you just X out of it, it erases everything that you draw. So be careful. If you don't want it to go away, don't X out of it right away. And then the spotlight is a very cool feature too. You can find things in the classroom or on the page for the students to see, and it makes it very easy for them to just key in right there on those little things that you might want them to take a look at on the page. So I love this feature. It's very helpful, especially with those little ones who just, their eyes and bodies are all over the place and it's hard for them to focus. And so that's the spotlight. And then these are all the fun stickers that you can add for the students at any time during the lesson, but it's fun to use them at the beginning of the class and at the end of the class. You can ask them, what sticker do you want? When you want to reward them for doing a good job, they can choose from these stickers, and they can also choose from any type of one of these filters you can put on the students and yourself. And it moves with you, and the child can have fun with that. There's Momo, and then if you press the star that's canceled out, it erases the filter, and then you can choose another one. They have Kobe. Kobe's another fun one too that they like to choose, and there's several to choose from there. So I often do that at the end of class as a way to reward the student also, but feel free, you have complete control to do that anytime during the lesson that you want to do, before or after. If you want to wear it the whole time for yourself, or if you want to put it on the student, that's up to you. If you want to add the student to this page, then you press it on the X button, or the plus button, and then you can select one of the students down below to be on stage, and this is how you would greet them. Or if you're on a different page, you can have them join you on a page. Let's just go here. You can have them join you on a page together. Here's me, and here's the student that I select, and they can talk. You can have them talk about what the character is doing, or say a sentence, or play a game, whatever the reason is. You can add them right there. And then these windows down below, where the students will be normally, they cannot see themselves unless you put them on the stage, but normally they will be down here, and you can use they have the volume for the student there. There's a mute button for each of the students, and then there's also where you can just key in on that particular student. If you want to hear that student alone and black out everybody else, you can do that also. But because the student is not there right now, I cannot show you how that works, but just know you can do that down there. You can also send messages to the parents to let them know, oh, I can't see the student, or oh, I can't hear them. And then the parent, it'll actually give the parent a message in Mandarin or in Chinese, and that way the parent can understand exactly what they need to do. And then there's other times, like if I hover, I'm hovering at the top in these numbers. These numbers obviously are the different pages of the lesson. And if there is a game that we are playing, I'm trying to find one that would have an example, but if there's a game that we are playing, then if this child doesn't know how to play the game, then you can actually have there's a little message that can be sent to the parent that will explain to them what actually is being, what they need to do. And it'll explain to them in their own language so that they can understand. And there will be a little finger, and you can just press on the finger, and then it'll send out a message to the student or to the parent or whoever to help the child to know how to work or play the particular lesson. But I'm not seeing one that would have that. Oh wait, this might. Let's take a look at this. No, it's not it. So that's not it. But there is a way for you to be able to do that. Maybe this one. No, this is a page here that it's a fun little doodle game. They have to guess what you're doodling. So no, it doesn't work. I might be able to find that before we depart. But also the in the child's little window under the control features, you can add individual diamonds. If you press on the diamonds, you can give an individual child a diamond, and they do encourage for you to give them at least 50 diamonds. So keep that in mind, because I've had a couple of people say that was a strike against them because they didn't reward the student enough. They want you to give them lots of diamonds. I mean, it's just fun for them to hear the bing, 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 bing as they're getting the diamonds, and you can give them up to 100 diamonds in a class. So that is something you can do. Me personally, I don't get to that number, but I do hear other teachers who get to 100 diamonds in a class. That's their goal. So if you want to reward all of the students at once, you can press on the number here, and that will give everyone a diamond, and that will actually show you how many diamonds you can use in the class. So it helps you to limit and know where you are with your diamonds. So give those diamonds as much as you can. And then each of the student will have the number of diamonds that they are getting rewarded next to the diamond, obviously, so you'll be able to see where they are, and they'll be able to see too. And sometimes they'll ask you, oh, teacher, can I have another diamond? Or I did not get a diamond, or I don't have enough diamonds. So that could be something that they kind of compete for in the classrooms, and they really do enjoy getting those diamonds. Now, if we look underneath my picture on the right side of the screen, there's the teacher notes. This is where you would find them and what to say and what to do. It gives you a little bit of what the time frame is that you should spend on the page. And if we go to another page, we could probably see a little bit more of the explanation. See, here's the reference. It gives you more of the teacher notes and what you should expect to be covering. And then you can also, if you press on this green arrow down below, this is where you can send a message to a staff person if you need help with something, if there's a problem, if a student is having an issue, you can send them a message down there. And going back up to the top, we were looking at the stickers, and then next to the stickers is a mic. There's two microphones, actually. There's one to lower everybody's mic at the same time, and there's one to make everyone's mic louder. So if you have muted some of the students and you want everyone to come back at the same time without having to do each one individually, you can just press on that, and then you can get everybody's volume working again. And then this is your exit button to come out of the classroom. So we will exit the classroom right now so that we can look at some other features. So underneath the classes, you have the money button. This will tell you how much you're making for that week. I'm having a low week, so my amount is not very high, but this is where you can find out more about your income detail. And then here is where you can learn about the different curriculums if you want to go through and just see what the classes are like before you even teach them. They give you a guide as to the different courses. And then this is where you can get feedback from your parents. It'll show you what they liked or what they didn't like about your class. So if you get green tags, those are good. If you get orange tags, not too good. And then if you go down on this page, certificates and resources, you will find training videos. So this is very helpful to learn about the different games and different strategies that they want for you to learn in order to, know what to do in the classes and to succeed. So they give you many notes here of different games and different things to learn. So it's a good reference to go back and to learn. Now they don't have one-on-one trainings, so they just give you videos, which are very helpful videos to know what to do. So let's see, essential teaching techniques. You can go here, and we can start with number 1. And on number 1, this is giving you some notes. If you want to advance to the next page, you press view the next step. It'll advance, and you can see it advancing up here to show you what actually is how many pages there are, and there's 40 pages in this. And then if I go down to games on the platform, reference games and platform, then here is where you can go to see the different games. Sorry. And actually they let you get into the classroom and practice the game. So this is very helpful because the games can be a little tricky. And here we're going to go advance. It's giving you the whole class, it looks like. And this is a fun game for them to practice. And here when I'm hovering, you can see now that I can, this is a mosaic picture you can click on to cover somebody's camera. This is the mute button to mute that child. Here is an evaluation. You can see if there was a student here, you could see how they're rated by another teacher. This is to remind the student of no sound, no video, or no sound or video. And then here's the individual mic if you want to just hear that student, and if you want them to speak again, give them their mic back, and then the award, right, for the diamond. And then you can select a student to play the game. They press go, and you spin, 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 and then there's the question. So that's how that works. They give you an opportunity to practice that here. And then down here is the the referral page. You can get your referral link here if you want to share it with somebody else. And you also have referral tracking, so you can see what people have signed up underneath or with using your referral link. And then here is their communication tab, which is very helpful. They give you notifications about classes that they need someone to cover, and you can accept it or reject it, and then it'll go on to the next teacher. Then if you have problems with something before class or after class, you can type a message here, and if they are there, they will respond right away, or they will respond when they come back. But they're very good about responding and communicating. So that's one of the reasons why I really like their staff. And they have hiring teams for people who are newly hired. They have a special team to answer those type of questions, and then the coaching team. So if your coach needs to communicate some techniques or some things to work on or some things you're doing well, they have a special place to communicate with them. So that's wonderful. And then you have your contract details down here. That's the last tab there. So that covers everything on the platform that you need to know. Well, thanks for watching today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My email is down below. And along with my referral link, I would love to help you. If you decide to sign up with my referral link, I would love to help you and give you any tips that I know. So I appreciate you watching today. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.